Welcome back to another video. I'm anchored out here off Stocking Island with my crew, my mother here, and we are headed off to explore the island today. It is roaring the wind out today. I think it's like 20-25 knots. So we moved a little closer, but still, out of all the spots I picked, it's a bit rocky here. Not too bad though. We're gonna take the dinghy down to this side of the island. There should be an arch trail and like maybe a bit of a cave we can check out. And then the other side of the day, we'll come over here and check it out. But then we got some chores to do tonight. Gotta go get water, groceries, and then we are gonna head out of town and try to sail up a few islands and check out some more cool things. So stay tuned for that. It's so windy today, we're absolutely soaked on the dinghy. But we gotta get going somehow. We're on a time crunch. You can see all the boats here. It is a popular place to be. So I wanted to introduce you to my crew for the week. It is my mother, Janine. She flew down from Missouri to check up on me and come explore the Exumas for a week. She wasn't the most keen on being on camera, so I wanted to take this opportunity to brag a little bit about her. She is pretty great. She has her own business where she makes wood side tables and other unique art that she sells on Etsy. So if that's anything that interests you, I'll put that as the first link in the description if you'd like to check that out and see some of her work. And she also is quite the avid CrossFitter, and just a few days before coming to visit me, won first place with her team in a CrossFit competition. So any of you who are feeling bad for her in the last video where you saw her pulling up my anchor chain, trust me, she is a lot more capable of it than I am myself. And we had a great time this week, and I hope you enjoy the video of our travels. Alright, so we just moved Rambler here closer to the dinghy dock again. Gonna top up on some water and as well make a trip to the grocery store, because we're trying to head out tomorrow morning early and go explore some of the Exumas again. So gotta get everything stocked up and as well tidied up. That'll be what we're working on this afternoon here. First run, fill up the clear tanks while she's getting the blue unloaded, and then we'll swap. We're lucky here in Georgetown, the grocery store provides free water, free dinghy dock, so life is good. This is the tricky part right here, trying to get out with the current. Going out and the wind coming in, so that's a pretty tricky pass to get through. We take on a whole lot of water too in the bottom of the dinghy. So we just finished up our grocery run. The water's topped up, the boat's needs to be picked up, but she's ready to go. We got the jib out and we're gonna go ahead and sail down Stocking here, kind of to the west, the northwest side. That way come morning time we'll be ready to go. As soon as the sun's up, that's when the tide's perfect, so we're gonna sneak out of here as quick as we can and get on our way. So it is 9:15 now. We've been sailing about 3 hours and coming up on Black Key. That's where we'll be anchoring to get off and check the pigs out. I believe this is Black Key right here on the horizon, and it's got a little house on top of it. They said it was like at one point they were building a house, but they abandoned. So if they had time, we'll check that out. But then one of these over here has the pigs on it, and we are about a mile from the cut, so we'll come up on that here. Probably drop our sails motor in, find a good spot to anchor, and get on over there and check out these swimming pigs. Alright, I'm coming at you live from the mom cam. We are navigating up into the cut here right now and doing 3.5 knots. I decided to leave the jib out and not turn on the engine yet. It looks like it's supposed to be a fairly easy cut. We're at slack tide. The swell out here has calmed down quite a bit, so I think we should be fine. And then we have about 1 mile to go back around the islands on the leeward side, and we're going to see if we can anchor up close to that pig island there and get the dinghy deployed.
I don't think I would be down from that.
Oh, he's got some rough air on him.
Oh, that one bit my toe. Here you go.
So we just wrapped up the stop at the pig island. Super cool, definitely worth doing. Crazy just to see pigs running around there on the beach. Back on the boat though, about to get the anchor pulled up. We're going to be heading back out the cut we came in. In about 4 nautical miles there is Rat Key Cut. We're gonna hop in there, and in total I think it's oh, I checked it earlier, it was like 12 nautical miles all the way to our end destination for the day. But unfortunately, with the way the tides are, after I think 1 or 2 o'clock, the tides will be heading out all day, and with the way the direct winds are, that'll make for a pretty rough entrance through any of the cuts. So I haven't done this before, but what we're going to try to do is come in through that Rat Key Cut about 4 nautical miles away, and then there should be a route on the leeward side of the islands that we can get all the way to, let's see what it's called here, Leaf Key, and that's where the iguanas are. And so hopefully we can take that inside route, and it's downwind the whole way, so we should still be able to sail, but it says visual navigation is required, so it might be a little tricky. There's some spots that look a little shallow too, so hopefully it'll be all right, but that should save us with having to deal with the current trying to come back in through the cuts with all this wind we got too. So we're just passing here Scott and Jordan's boat, Aphrodite. They're the ones I sailed across from Eleuthera. They're anchored out here. He says he's been doing some spear fishing, and he's out here somewhere. We're gonna head further north though, to Iguana Island. Go check that out. So we've dropped anchor here just off the Iguana beach, and I got the dinghy tossed in. The current is ripping through here though. I don't know if you could tell. Probably, I don't know, three knots or more. So we are going to take the dinghy over. There's supposed to be some nice coral over here to check out, and they say on the reviews it's outside of the current. So we're gonna try that out, and then we'll come back over here. We bought some lettuce to feed our new friends, and yeah, we'll check base with you in a little bit. So we just got back from snorkeling, checking out the Iguana Island. Didn't catch anything with the spear pole, but it was fun to look around. We are trying to get about 3 miles north of here, where we passed Scott on the way in a real nice anchorage. But the problem is, where I dropped anchor here to check out the Iguana Island, there's a pretty good current flowing out right now. Tide's going out. According to the tide charts online, it should have stopped 30-40 minutes ago. That's obviously not the case though right now. So I think where we are, it's going to be a little bit tricky facing the tide, but we'll try to head out and it opens up, and then we can tuck behind the island where we're headed, and I think we should be all right once we get there. So we're going to go ahead and try it, just because we're losing sunlight quick, and this is not a great place to be overnight. So we got things to do, but I'll see you soon. Well, it is the next day here. Saturday, the original plan was to head a bit further north of the Exumas and check out David Copperfield's mermaid statue, but with the way the winds are, and we've got a set schedule we got to be on to get her back to the airport. We're gonna set sail back towards Georgetown, just probably doing maybe 4 miles today. Find another nice anchorage to stop at, and the way the heading is, we might be able to pull the sails up. It's gonna be tight, but we're staying on the inside of the island still, so it should be overall pretty nice day.
16, nothing heard on 15. Well, let's try 17. I can't broadcast on 15. Let's try 17.
Alright, it is a few hours later now. We've made it a little further than I thought we were going to. You can see behind me here is the cut we came in after leaving the Pig Island the other day. We're going to try to go snorkel over here, and there's a beach to check out. Lots of other boats waiting over here, kind of riding out the wind. But hopefully we can catch some dinner. It's not super deep, but we might as well bring the spear and try it out. Good morning. It's the next day. We're headed back to Georgetown today. Going to head out the cut right behind us here, and winds are pointing pretty much from the direction we're trying to go. So I found this app online. I've seen Sam Holmes use it. You put in your destination, and it uses the wind forecast and current forecast to give you an estimate on how far out you need to go before you tack back to your destination. So we're going to try to follow that today and see how accurate it is. We're about to get the anchor pulled up here, and then we'll get the mainsail up. And what's awesome is, although the current's coming in right now, with the way the wind is, it's going to blow us right out the cut. So it should be fairly smooth exit, and it might be a bit choppy. We're blowing 17 today, so it'll be a long day, but it should be pretty fun too. so we're going along here on my second tack, headed back to land now. 10.5 nautical miles to Georgetown. The app told me I needed to only go 7 miles offshore on my first tack, and then the rest of the heading would get me there. I went 10 just to overshoot it and only made it halfway, really pointing the high end of the wind too, so I'll have to look into that more and see if there's settings I need to change or anything like that. But on this tack, my troll line, I believe, got wrapped around the propeller. So while I've got it, I went ahead and put us kind of in a heave to, hove over, however you say that. And I'm gonna hop in the water and go check that out and see if I can get it unbound. And then we'll head on our way. All right, so the chart shows we are in 5,000 feet of water. I'm gonna hop down real quick and see if I can find the line, get it untangled, and hopefully I will see you again soon. All right, so I got the line undone. You can't see it. It was wrapped around the rudder a couple times as I had spun around there, getting hove to. Crazy looking and down and just seeing absolutely nothing but blue all the way. Uh-oh, there's my chapstick. Right now I've got 2 trolling lines out, one for fish, and I think I am the second one for sharks, so I should probably get in the water. Get out of the water. All right. Well, we've made it to the end of the week here. We spent the whole day yesterday in Georgetown and Stocking Island exploring around, but the day has come where my mom has got to go home now. So we had a good time, explored a lot. I got to see some more of the Exumas, which was fun, and I have got a long list now of boat projects to do and this next week, and then my dad's flying in pretty much a week from today. So I think we had a good time. Did you have fun?
Had a fabulous time.
So,
I was just gonna say, the best part was being with Damon.
oh, well, how nice is that? And so now we're gonna get in the dinghy, go have some breakfast on shore, catch a taxi to the airport, and then the fun has ended. But that'll wrap it up here for this week's video. Appreciate you for tuning in, and big shout out to all the Patreon subscribers for all the help, and I will see you in next week's video.